Aliyah Return Center, thank you very much for supporting us. We are so proud to defend our country and be in the front.
Shalom, Chaim Mailspin, that's me, here with the Aliyah Return Center at the Sea of Galilee, getting some R&R from the front lines of this war. Rest and relaxation? Well, no, that too, but return and restoration of Israel, R&R. That's what I do. But I want to throw a famous quote at you. You know, Churchill, the guy with the top hat, the Englishman. So he says that the government had to choose between war and shame, and they chose shame, and they're going to get war as well. And I think about that in the context of the Biden administration. I want to ask a question to you, and please write in the comments. I want to ask you a question. Is Biden trying to prevent Israel from completing the job for us to destroy Hamas? Is he trying to stop us from completing that? It's indeed a choice between war and shame, because allowing a genocidal Nazi zombie apocalypse, massacring, mutilating force to regroup, that's shameful. To carry out yet again, that is shameful. Not to mention the information gradually coming out about Iran's involvement, maybe even Russia's involvement, I don't know, on the massacre, and they want to do more of it. So Israel's supposed to just say, hey, well, here's a state, here's a Palestinian state. They already have Jordan. There's another element and I want to ask you, what do you think? Is there maybe another element of choosing shame over war and saying we can get out of war by capitulation? We know that Biden's really scared of losing the pro-Palestinian vote. That's a big thing for the Democratic Party. And there's even a joke going around, you've probably heard it, saying he's working on a two-state solution. Michigan and Nevada, 2 states that Biden's working on. He knows that he needs to get those states, though, to have a chance against Trump in the general election, which is less than a year from now. And this whole choice of standing strong bravely for Israel and saying, yes, go into Rafah, overthrow Hamas. That's what's righteous. That's what's needed. Be bold. Or to choose shame, to cower back, to choose, you could choose a short and narrow political calculation over historic justice, the kind of justice he seemed to be on board with when he brought all those destroyers here. He's like, you guys need to finish this, you guys need to do this. I'm a Zionist. So I'm asking the question. Okay, so I want to propose a scenario to you right now. Imagine if President Biden would declare, I know the war against Hamas is hurting my campaign, but it's the right thing to do at the moment. If he would have said that, been like really open, I wouldn't be surprised if a movement of conservatives, even evangelicals, the kinds that would not normally vote for Trump, would say, you know what, I commend him for this. I think he's just being honest. He's saying, I'm going to vote for him because he's standing up. But if he just chooses shame instead, as a result, he's going to get a political war from the pro-Palestinian side, who are still unhappy about his choices, how much he stands with Israel still. Democrats who stand with Israel and are devastated by Biden's treatment with Israel will also be mad at him. So we got to pray for a turnaround for the U.S. and also pray as individuals and as people of faith everywhere in the world. Whenever we're faced with the options to choose shame and like capitulation instead of war, well, you got to take a stand and say, if I perish, I perish, but I'm going to stand up for what's right. I'm going to speak out for what's right. May God empower us to choose what's right and not to choose shame. We are called to be warriors. We are called to stand up for what's right and continue to defend the defenseless. They've been through enough. They've been through enough on the northern border and the southern border of Israel. We got to complete the job right now. Shalom, friends from all over the world. I am a Jewish, Israeli, Galilean, and soldier here in the land of Israel. So I'm Chaim Mailspin here with the Aliyah Return Center registered charity. We are a charity based in the Galilee with operations throughout the land of Israel. We act as a central distribution hub of goods for immigrants and the needy in Galilee. But as we supply other organizations, we're making an impact throughout Israel, providing aid in the form of goods. We also deliver directly where needed to the new immigrant families' homes. As a charity, we have a few different projects going on, including but not limited to a lone soldier houses. Like, this is multi-residence for these young people who come, make Aliyah, and have no family to cook for them, clean for them, and really love them while they're defending the defenseless on the front lines. And it's called the Upper Room. We have, of course, Livracha, meaning to the blessing. It's a free clothing distribution center. Looks like a storefront right in downtown Tiberias. And as part of our ongoing work to help those who made Aliyah from the Holocaust years and years ago, we see that they're still in need. And as they are in need of food parcels, we're able to give them more as we expand even to other cities like Nazareth and Afula. And of course, course, these golden galas where they get rings, and the gold continues to be given by wonderful people from all over the world, and we continue to be able to host these banquets, these golden galas. What a blessing it is. We have various housing for Aliyah. We're honored to provide new immigrants complimentary, short-term, free initial housing in the various gorgeous locations throughout the Sea of Galilee region, and of course give them the supermarket gift cards to help them with all their immediate basic food and personal needs. We provide an Ulpan, that's a Hebrew school, in full partnership with the Ministry of Aliyah, absorption of the government of Israel, and here at the shores of the Sea of Galilee also have our new offices that we've opened thanks to the support of friends of Israel from throughout the world. There's also the job training classes for the new Olim immigrants, where they not only receive these nighttime training classes, but they're aided in job integration process. Every participant gets placed in a guaranteed job to honorably feed their family. Our main goals are to see the attachment, integration, really the establishment of the Jewish people here to the Promised Land.